Friday. I know some of you are like, oh, it's math, and she's doing word problems. Sorry, but it's just going to make us better. Promise. It's just going to get us better. Let's review again our ice cream cones, okay? In addition, you're taking pieces. You're taking the ice cream, the cone, to get you the ice cream cone, okay? 2 pieces, putting them together to make a bigger piece. Or to make your whole, okay? Because that's a whole ice cream. Look at subtraction. We have an entire ice cream cone. We have the ice cream and the cone. If I minus, or if I take something away, like a cone, I'm left with just the ice cream, okay? So I have my cone and the ice cream. I take away the cone, I'm just left with the ice cream. That's subtraction. Starting with your whole, taking some away, and left with just a piece, okay? In addition, when you add, your number gets bigger. In subtraction, you're taking things away, so your number gets smaller, okay? Remember that. Let's look at some examples. Addie had 8 pumpkins. And remember, we always read the whole story first before we ever begin drawing. So Addie has 8 pumpkins. Some of the pumpkins are upside down. 6 pumpkins are right side up. How many pumpkins are upside down? Okay, we go back. How many pumpkins does Addie have? She has 8. So I'm going to put 8 pumpkins. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 pumpkins. 6 of them are right side up. So 6 of them are sitting perfectly in the yard or in the garden. So is this one sitting okay? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 are sitting right side up. That means the rest of them are going to be upside down. So that means this one is going to be completely upside down. And this one is going to be upside down because she has 8 pumpkins. 6 are right side up. The rest are upside down. How many were upside down? How many? 2. So let's talk about that. Did we have the total number of pumpkins? We had 8 pumpkins, okay? And we found 6 were sitting right side up. 6 of them were sitting right side up. So we take away 6 to find the amount that were upside down. And how many were upside down? 2. We had 8. That was the whole amount of pumpkins we had. 6 were sitting right. The rest were upside down. Well, how many are upside down? 2. So this is a little different. We're not just taking away things or someone stealing things. We have to think of subtraction and addition differently than just taking and joining. Because this is a subtraction problem. You were given your entire amount of pumpkins, and then you were told that 6 were right side up, and then the rest were upside down. And we saw that we had 2 upside down. Let's look at another one. There are some sunflowers in a vase. Ava put 4 more in the vase. Now there are 8 sunflowers in the vase. How many were in the vase to start? Don't worry, we're working this out together. There are some sunflowers in the vase. Do I know how many? So I just got to not worry about it. And let's look at the next thing. I put 4 in the vase. So she's going to put 4 in the vase. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So Ava puts 4 in there. Now there are 8. So do I know the total number of sunflowers in the vase? There are going to be 8 sunflowers. So if I look, do I know the number of sunflowers I'm starting with? I don't. But what I do know is that I will be adding 4 to my vase. And I will end up with 8. So what do I add to 4 to get me to 8? Well, let's see. They said she put 4 in, and it got her to 8. So I already have 4. Let's put some in until I get to 8 and see how many there were. This will be 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many were in the vase to begin with? 4. There were 4 in the vase to begin with. I know that seems tricky, but that's okay. We can do this. So let's look over our number sentence and let's look over the problem again. There are some sunflowers in a vase. I didn't know how many. But Ava went outside and she grabbed 4 more and she put them in the vase. It then tells us that she's going to end with 8. Okay, so I'll put 4 more in and I'll get 8. So I had my 4 and I counted up until I got to 8. It took me 4 more to get to 8, which tells me that I had 4 in my vase already. That's what I had to start with. I know it's confusing, but don't worry. It will get easier. Let me show you what your work looks like for today. You are going to continue working with word problems and your 10 frames, reading it and using your dots. So I'm going to read the first one and I'm going to use the dots that I have. 9 fish were swimming in a school. 1 more fish swam up and joined the school. How many fish are in the school? Okay, I read it fully once, so now I'm going to use my dots to help me. 9 fish were swimming in the school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are my 9 fish swimming in the school. 1 more fish joined him, so I'm going to put him in red. How many fish are in the school? 10. So I will put 10. So you're just going to continue to work on those. I know some of the problems that I was working on were harder, but I promise it'll get easier the more we practice. All right, go ahead and get started.